You're watching Inside Durango TV Sports with Jordan Alexander, your source for information about sporting events in Southwest Colorado.
Welcome to Inside Durango Sports. I am Jordan Alexander. Basketball season is over at Fort Lewis College. Both Skyhawks teams failed to qualify for the NCAA Division II National Tournament after the men lost to Metro State and the women fell to Black Hills State University. On Tuesday, March 4th, Wayland Gymnasium played host to the Skyhawks' first games of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference playoffs, and for the Fort Lewis women, it was to be their last competitive game this campaign. They lost by 10 against 6th seed Black Hills State University 81-71. The result was unexpected for the Skyhawks, who went into the conference quarterfinal matchup 3 seeds higher than the Yellow Jackets. Erika Richards finished her collegiate basketball career with 25 points to lead all scorers. She made 10 free throws and missed out on a final double-double with 9 rebounds. Fellow senior Ashley Kutcher and Christy Groh hit 12 and 10 points respectively. Black Hills State shot fire from the field in the first half for a shot percentage of 73.7. The Skyhawks defense kept the Yellow Jackets offense down to a 55.6 shot percentage. The loss leaves Fort Lewis with a season record of 16 wins and 11 losses, the same amount of defeats as the previous season. The 3 Skyhawk seniors, Groh, Kutcher and Richards, also earned All-RMAC recognition for their performances this season. Fort Lewis College men's basketball overcame their first round opponents, Colorado State University Pueblo, to give Durango's Campus in the Sky something to cheer about following the women's defeat. They overturned the Thunderwolves 79-68 to set up a semi-final Denver trip against number 1 seed Metro State. Nick Tomczyk led the Hawks with 24 points, trumped only by Nate Tigner's 26 for Pueblo. Oscar Garcia and Alex Herrera added 16 points each in the game where the Skyhawks dominated in offensive statistics. After 2 days rest and a 7-hour drive to Denver, Fort Lewis was back in action against Metro State for the semi-finals. Durango's finest showed resilience against the number 1 ranked team but ultimately failed to pull out an upset. The lead switched hands in the first half with Fort Lewis down by 6 at the halftime interval. During the second half, Metro barely kept its nose in front, but a 4-point advantage was enough for them to advance to the final of the RMAC shootout. Herrera posted a final double-double of the season with 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and that put him one behind Rich Hillier's school record of 208 career blocks. Tomczyk finished his Skyhawk career with 17 points, 4 assists and a steal. Cade Kloster sprang off the bench to hit 14 points, and Mike Matthews joined the double-digits crew with 10 points of his own. Fort Lewis shot exactly 50% from the floor as 25 out of 50 shots found their mark. They also conceded 24 points from 15 turnovers, which may have proved the difference between the two sides. Fort Lewis finishes its season at 18 wins and 10 losses, and will have to watch from home as Metro advances to the championship game against UC Colorado Springs. In lacrosse action, Fort Lewis College took to Ray Dennison Memorial Field on Wednesday, March 5th in a matchup against Shorter University from Georgia. The Skyhawks proved that Durango is only big enough for one Hawk as they doubled the Shorter Hawks 10 goals for a 20-10 victory. Jessica Norby led the goal fest with 4 goals at the home opener, and midfielder Ellie Carpenter scored a hat-trick of her own. The Kavija twins shared 5 goals between them. Ali had 2, while Abby came out the top sibling with 3. Jam Vertner and Kylie Smith registered a respectable 2 goals each, and Carly Smoke, Toki Prudnuk, Shay Wales and Brooke Wineland earned single scores each. Wineland's finish with 5 minutes left in the first half served as the game winner, as Shorter could not surpass 10 goals. Alyssa Spencer stood between the sticks for Fort Lewis College. She saved 7 shots to the 10 scored. Next, Fort Lewis travels to Denver this weekend to play against Mercer College. In other lacrosse news, sophomore midfielder Ellie Carpenter, her performance last week against Adams State has earned her the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Carpenter keeps the award in Skyhawk hands after teammate Ali Kavija won the same honor in the first week of the season. Carpenter, a business administration major from Salt Lake City, Utah, scored 4 goals from 4 shots against the Grizzlies. The number 28 added 2 assists and won 11 ground balls. Congratulations, Ellie. Now I'd like to introduce you to a new segment of the show called the School of Skills, or SOS for short. Each week we'll head up to our Campus in the Sky and learn the fundamental skills involved in a different sport. So grab your shorts, sweatbands and ankle tape, as this week we learn how to shoot the perfect 3-pointer with women's basketball's Erika Richards.
Thanks, Jordan. My name is Erika Richards and I'm on the Fort Lewis College women's basketball team, and I will be showing you the fundamentals of how to shoot a 3-point shot. Well, when I shoot a three-point shot, I always start with my dominant foot behind me a little bit so that I can step into my shot and generate power to be able to make the shot. I make sure that my knees bend a little bit so I can get that power also. Make sure my shoulders are square to the basket, and I make sure to follow through.
Now Richards from three-point, and it's good, nothing but net.
Those are the fundamentals for how to shoot a three-point shot. I'm Erika Richards. Thanks for watching. Back to you, Jordan.
Thanks, Erica. I'll be heading straight to the court after the show to perfect my already deadly shot. Time for some softball. The Lady Hawks trekked all the way to Spearfish, South Dakota for 4 games against the Black Hills State University Yellow Jackets. Once again, weather interfered and the games were moved back a day from Saturday and Sunday to Sunday and Monday. Fort Lewis won the opening 2 games on Sunday and had 5 batters hit over 50%. Adriana Rostenhausler, Destiny D. Herrera and Chelsea Rodriguez all finished the weekend with a .677 batting average, while Missy Fundora and Hina Tiliano hit exactly 500. That's a tongue twister. The Yellow Jackets had to deal with an early explosion of 4 Skyhawk runs in the first inning of game number 1 after a few quiet innings. Fort Lewis doubled its lead through runs from Kamali Panuku, Mindy Thompson, Giovanna Rios and Fundora. Fundora and Rodriguez answered Black Hills State lone 2 runs with 2 of their own to earn the run rule with 10-2. In the second game, the Yellow Jackets were out for revenge. They went up 5-0 through 2 innings before the Skyhawks could muster up a response. After 2 runs from Fundora in the 4th, Fort Lewis began a spirited comeback in the top of the 5th. 7 hits, 7 runs. How about that for consistency? De Herrera, Thompson, Rios, Teliano were driven in before big hitter Rodriguez scored her 35th homer to confirm the 7 runs. Fort Lewis continued the momentum to take the game 15-9. Monday's doubleheader saw the results split as the Skyhawks won the first game 6-2 and lost the second 5-4. Fort Lewis scored 6 runs on 10 hits, with 3 hits from Mindy Thompson to lead the team. Her double and home run scored 5 batters, and once again Chelsea Rodriguez sent the ball flying out of the park for another home run. The final game of the 2-day series saw both teams tied 3-3 as they headed into the 7th inning. The Skyhawks headed into the final inning with a 1-run advantage, but the Yellow Jackets worked hard to earn their team the first win of the competitive season, 5-4. Victoria Johnson pitched the first game of each day and through 13 innings struck out 7 batters and only allowed 4 runs on 14 hits. Katie Watkins took charge of the second game and allowed 9 runs on 19 hits in 11.4 innings. Fort Lewis improves to 6-6 in the conference and returns to Durango for this weekend's series against Colorado Christian University. Visit GoSkyhawks.com for more information. With the majority of the winter weather behind us, Fort Lewis Golf opened its spring season this week to compete in the Central Region Crossover Tournament at Buffalo Dunes Golf Club in Garden City, Kansas. The tournament, jointly hosted by Colorado Mines and Oklahoma Panhandle State, saw the Skyhawks get off to a rough start as they shot a team total of 298 in the first round and a 301 in the second. That puts them at a team position of 11th place. The final round of play was cancelled due to the consistent winds of 30 miles per hour and gusts of up to 51 miles per hour. Not the most favourable golf conditions. As the last round was omitted, Skyhawks golf finishes in 11th place overall. In individual play, Lucas Laudick led Fort Lewis and stayed consistent with 74 in each round for 22nd overall. Brian Schlitcher tied for 29th place with 149. Michael Thomas hit a clean 150 to tie in 36th position. Josh Woodworth rounded up the Skyhawks tournament with 160. The golf team next travels to sunny California for the Troy Bledsoe Skyhawk Classic Club Shootout. Tee-off will commence on the 31st of March. Another week and another 2 Skyhawks earned top honours from Fort Lewis College's athletic department. For his performances in the end-of-season playoffs, Alex Herrera was named to the 2014 RMAC Men's Basketball All-Tournament team, as well as another Skyhawk of the Week. The last 2 games of the season saw Herrera average 17 points, 11 rebounds and 5 blocks, not to mention a 57.1 shot percentage. Fort Lewis's power forward finishes his junior year with averages of 18.9 points and 9.2 rebounds per game. He earned the RMAC Defensive Player of the Year for the 2nd year in a row and broke the school record for most blocks in a season with 97. The fiery arm of softball's Victoria Johnson led to her first Skyhawk of the Week award. The pitcher secured 2 wins against Black Hills State Yellow Jackets this weekend to lead Fort Lewis to 3 wins out of the 4-game series. Johnson, a sophomore from Bakersfield, California, put on a relentless display of pitching prowess in Game 1 as she struck out 5 batters. In the third game, the Yellow Jackets continued to struggle as another 2 batters succumbed to her arm. For the weekend, Johnson had an earned run average of 2.15 and allowed only 4 runs on 14 hits. Congratulations to our new Skyhawks of the week, Alex Herrera and Victoria Johnson. What an action-packed week of sports news. I'm exhausted. Join me again next week for more goals, home runs and holes in one. For Inside Durango Sports, I'm Jordan Alexander. See you next time.
Thanks for watching Inside Durango TV Sports. Tune in every Thursday for more sports headlines.